Hi guys, so this is kind of a random video. Basically, when I asked to do, or asked you guys for questions in my questions and answers video, one of my subscribers actually sent me, I'm assuming it's like a tag of questions and stuff of like 50 questions kind of thing, that could be like a good way for everyone to get to know me. I don't know if the subscriber wants me to say his name or not, so maybe I won't. But let me know if you want me to give you credit for giving me these questions. And I like making these videos a lot because I feel like the purpose of my channel is to bring everybody closer together, and I've made so many friends, and I like, you know, answering kind of more personal things so you guys could get to know me a little bit better in a sense. So, yeah, there are 50 questions, which is a lot of fucking questions. So this is going to be a long ass video and it's going to take forever to upload. So depending on what time of day it is for you, grab some coffee, grab some wine. I have wine. It's like evening here, so like the sun's gonna go down soon, so you can tell how long the video is if light isn't coming through that anymore. Yeah, so let's just start answering these questions. All right, so I have not read these questions, by the way. Like I glanced at them and they seemed like a little more on, not like super personal, but on the personal side, so hopefully you guys will get to, you know some things about me. But if there's anything that I don't want to answer, I'll just skip it. So no big. Okay, so the first question is, what's one thing that's happened to you that has made you a stronger person? I should have read these ahead of time and prepared answers. One thing that's happened to me that has made me a stronger person, a breakup, a very bad breakup that I had, which seems like ages ago now. Things were not good for a while. I'm just gonna tell you the gist, in case any of you can relate. Things did not go well for a while, and then he wanted to go on a break, basically so that he could, this is so weird. He wanted to go on a break basically so he could sleep with other women because he thought that I was the one, and he wanted to at least have sex with other women, you know, and then marry me. And I know you guys are probably like, what the fuck, just break up with, and it lasted, like he said that and I was like, okay, whatever, and then it lasted like, I want to say like a couple days, and then I called him, and when I called him, he was like, I'm such an idiot, I shouldn't have ever said that or whatever. And I was like, deuces. No. Because if you're not number one to somebody, then don't bother. That's how I feel. By the way, if you hear me sniffling, and if you've been subscribers to my channel for a while, you know that I have really bad allergies. So what's one thing that's happened to you in your life that made you feel weak? When internet comments get to me, I feel like I should be a stronger person when that happens, but sometimes they just get to you. So what can you do? Okay. Whereas one place you feel most like yourself? My house. Is there another answer to that? Not really. Yeah, you can be yourself in your own home. And if you can't, that's really sad. Where is your favorite place to escape to? Well, my favorite place to go, and I mentioned this in other Q&A videos, is Disney World. So Disney World. Who do you think has the largest influence on the person you are today? Me? Is that a bad answer? I don't know. Do you mean somebody in my life, or like, because I feel like it's a bunch of people, but I feel like I'm inspired by like Mindy Kaling. So if you're talking like a celebrity, I would say Mindy Kaling. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? That I don't stress and worry that much, and that I don't care too much about what people think of me. I care way too much about what people think of me. That's a fact. If you had one day left to live, what would you do first? I'd have coffee. I don't care if it's my last day on earth or my first day on earth, I'd have a fucking cup of coffee because I'd have serious caffeine withdrawals. So that's not interesting, but I'm just saying. What decade do you feel you most belong in? This one. I don't want to go back in time. I like my life now. Yeah. Again, not interesting. Sorry. Who are you closest to in your family? I am closest to my brother. We're like best friends, so definitely. Who is one person in this world that knows you best? My brother, or... And why, see, I don't need any comments about my marriage not being great if I don't say Kevin. But I feel like somebody who's known you in all the stages of your life knows you better than somebody you've just known for a certain amount of years. Like I would say Kevin knows me the best right now, like the person I am right now, but overall I would say my brother knows me the best. That makes sense. What is your favorite quality about your best friend? Okay, so I'm going to talk about Danielle, who you've seen in videos. She's my best friend, but also my brother is. So, but I just talked about him, so I'll talk about her. My favorite quality about her is that she always makes me laugh. We have a fucking amazing time together. She's one of the best people I've ever met. When you were younger, what did you think you were going to be when you grew up? Well, I always danced. So, a dancer of some kind. But I still love to dance and I still do it, but I don't, not as a career. I taught dance for a bit, but yeah. I just went in a different direction. If you could identify with one fictional character from a book, show, or movie, who would it be? It would be Cersei. I'm just kidding. Though I love the bitch. Honestly, Mindy Lahiri. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding when I say like Mindy Kaling is, if you guys have ever watched the Mindy Project, she's like my personality, like to a T. Like, I think the first time that me and Kevin watched like a few episodes together, he was like, it's scary how alike you are and how you sound exactly the same. You say the same things. Like, yeah, definitely her. Do you easily accept compliments or do you hate compliments? I like them. Who doesn't like compliments? I guess some people have a hard time taking them, but I like compliments. Is your favorite attribute about yourself physical or non-physical? Non-physical. What is your favorite physical attribute about yourself? This sounds really conceited no matter what you say, but I have really nice legs, so I'm gonna say that. And what's your favorite non-physical attribute about yourself? I think I'm pretty funny, so That's what I say would be my best attribute. My humor. So you guys can disagree. Do you believe in love at first sight? No. Do you believe in soulmates? No. No, I don't believe in any of that stuff. I believe that there are people who are more suited for each other, and I think you make it work, and relationships are hard. I don't believe that somebody, like, you're destined to be with anybody. No. How seriously do you take horoscopes? Not seriously at all. What makes you fall in love with someone? Nothing. You don't fall in love with one attribute of somebody. There's a lot of working parts in that, and just there's not like one thing. What does vulnerability mean to you? What has the ability to make you vulnerable? That's a deep fucking question. I guess everybody has like a different definition, and I guess that's why they're asking. Being very open with somebody, like really truly honest, that's vulnerable in a sense, so I would say that. What's one thing you're scared to ask a man but really want to? Nothing. If I want to ask a man something, I ask him. I don't think that there's, like, I'm not scared to ask men anything. I suck at this, like, questionnaire. Like, I'm giving shitty-ass answers. There's nothing. Like, what? You want to ask somebody something, you fucking, ask them. If you were a man for a day, what would be the first thing you do? I would go to a bar, a very crowded bar with all male bartenders, like a straight bar, and see how hard it was to get a drink. That's what I would do. What's one thing you'd love to learn more about? I really like languages. I know sign language. I know French. I know a little bit of Japanese. And I know a little bit of Polish. And I'm sure Kevin at some point will teach me German. He knows a lot of bit of German. So maybe more languages. What's something you've never done that you've always wanted to do? Go on a safari in Africa. Why haven't you done it already? I don't live in Africa. If money didn't matter, what would your dream job be? I've said this, I don't think I've said this on camera, but I've told my friends this a bunch of times. I want to be Chris Hardwick. I'm obsessed with him and I love him. And he's got a great podcast and he hosts The Talking Dead and he hosts those Comic-Con panels. Like, it's like the best fucking job ever. Just to, after you watch a show, just to sit there and talk about the show with the people who are in the show, especially a show as rich and amazing as The Walking Dead. Like, yeah, he's got it. He knows what's up. If you had off from work today, what would you do? I am off from work and I would make a video and drink some wine. Oh, the lighting's getting a little dark. I told you. Sun's going down. What's the last thing that made you cry? The first episode of The Night Of. Get with it, everybody. Let's all watch it together. Yeah, that was... I don't know if I full-on cried, but I got pretty emotional. I was tearing up. What was the last thing that made you laugh? That's surprising. Honestly... Oh, well, I've been marathoning You're the Worst. So probably that. I've been stuck by myself all day. So I didn't want to sound really sad and be like, when's the last time I actually... Yeah, I've been watching a lot of TV. Like, don't judge me. Just, What's the last thing that really embarrassed you? To be honest, guys, it was probably around that time. I don't get embarrassed easily, but it was probably around the time where those Game of Thrones videos were coming out, and like everybody was commenting on my tits and my looks and stuff like that. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to think that like people think that you're like doing it on purpose. And do I sometimes show cleavage? Yes. Is it on purpose in the sense of like when I get dressed, I can tell that there's cleavage there? Yes. But like, I'm not doing it to get views. It's literally just what I'm wearing. And yeah, it's embarrassing how much people talk about it. So, yeah. What is your biggest fear? I know some of you are going to think that I'm going to be saying needles, but it's snakes. I'm terrified of snakes. But let's be real. You know, whenever we talk about our biggest fear, I would probably rather sit next to it. Yeah, I would hate it. Sit next to a snake than like get chopped up into little bits by a serial killer. So there's that. Do you have any regrets? What's your biggest one? I don't like calling regrets regrets because you learn from them and you become a better person for them. So I do not really have any regrets. Maybe like not planning like a big trip for me and my friends when like Kevin was gone, because that was kind of like my last little bit of living in New York, and I should have maybe something like that. Have you ever broken a law? If you have, what is one law you'd love to break? I would love to break no laws, none, no. I'm like such a, like I'm super paranoid. Like if any sort of authority like busting me, like if I ever go into prison, guys, it's like night of, you guys need to rally and know that I didn't fucking do it. Like I didn't do anything. I didn't kill that girl. Like, you know, you guys need to help me out, because like I would never. I'm so terrified of like, that's why maybe that show is really getting to me. Like I'm so fucking terrified of like anybody in a position of authority and like disappointing people. See, it's all under that one umbrella of me not wanting to upset people. What's the craziest thing you've ever done? Craziest thing I've ever done. Met Meryl Streep, as I told you guys before. Would you have a conversation with a stranger? No, I hate it. Okay, guys, listen, I'm sorry if you hear that shit outside. Listen, I get it, guys. Everybody thinks that New Yorkers are fucking mean and rude and whatever. I do not believe that. That's a conversation for another time. I do not like to talk about my day with some random person. Like, why the fuck do they want to know? Kind of creeps me out. And living now down south where everybody wants to be in your business and know about your life, it fucking, oh my God, it drives me insane. I hate it. Oh, it makes my skin crawl. I know that probably makes me a bitch, but I could live with that. Would you tell a stranger they have toilet paper hanging from their shoe or their dress tucked into their underwear or anything else that's embarrassing to be seen in public? I would do that. Yes. That's like a time when it's good to talk to a stranger and be like, listen, girl, you're beautiful, you're on fleek today, but you need to fix, you got spinach in your teeth, you know? It's just common courtesy. Are you a dog person or a cat person? I'm a pet person, unless they're snakes. But, so I love cats, but I'm a dog person, like in a sense. I love dogs and we want to get another one. If you could be any animal, what animal would you be? I would love to be a dog, but I'd probably be a cat, wouldn't I? Like the whole, don't come near me unless I send for you sort of situation. Like I'd be a cat. I know. Okay. What's one show, movie, or book you're embarrassed to admit you enjoy? I talked about this before. I am not embarrassed to admit that I enjoy anything. I like some trashy reality TV. I love, oh my God, I don't know. There's probably some embarrassing movies. Like, I don't think you should be embarrassed for what you enjoy. Fucking like what you like, guys, and embrace it. This is like turning into a public service announcement. You be you. Okay. How do you think your parents would describe you as a child? I think my parents would describe me as super energetic, because my brother wasn't. So they had like two extremes. Yeah, I think that that's probably what they would say. And I ate a lot. Like, I eat a lot. Like, I still do. Like, I eat a lot. This lighting is getting... I'm almost done, though. So I'm going to try to wrap it up. Okay. If you could go back to any age or time of your life, what age or time would it be? No, I don't think I would want to do that. I know, but I like me in the now. Maybe I would go back to a time where I was in Disney World, because then I would again be in Disney World. Ah, see? Yeah. What is something you believe in that not everyone else does? Rick Grimes. What's one thing you would say makes you unique from other people? I don't know. I mean, some of you might do this. I'm insanely organized to the point where I'm kind of crazy when it comes to that. I have about, oh my God, I have 4 planners. I normally have 5, but I'm not doing wedding planning or event planning here except for charity things. So normally one's a work planner. Then I have a planner for my channel. I have my videos planned out up until November. I have a planner for food, every recipe that I want to make, and it is fully, not completely organized, but fully stocked with the recipes that I wanted to try all the way up until February. I have a planner of outfits that I want to wear throughout the month. I have, yeah, did I name all of them? I think so. Anyway, yeah. Oh, and then there's like a regular planner for like, you know, like seeing friends and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I am completely aware that I am crazy and kind of psychotic when it comes to planning. Yes. Yeah. What is one thing you feel your life is missing? Well, I guess I've talked about this before. The fact that I feel slightly unfulfilled. But you know what, guys? I'm gonna kind of update you guys on this. And this is how I'm gonna end the video. This is the last question. So things happen in life, and you have a plan, like I try to with all my fucking planners, but you get curveballs. You move to a place where they don't even have your industry. And essentially, you have to kind of figure things out all on your own and figure out how to give yourself a sense of purpose. And guys, I'm gonna get emotional. I'm not gonna get emotional. Here we go. You guys give me a sense of purpose. Anytime I get like feedback from you guys or messages from you guys or tweets or anything like that, you guys give me so much purpose. I know that all I do is fucking watch TV and then talk about it. And I know that I'm not like changing the world or doing anything important. But what I do believe is that maybe I'm giving you guys a source of entertainment, a source of feeling like somebody cares as much as you do about a character and or a show or whatever it is. And in turn, what you guys have done for me is absolutely insane. It's not just, I like having subscribers, I like having views. It's nice when I get a good amount of subscribers, and I don't know, I don't really care too much about views. Some of my absolutely favorite reactions are ones that have like views. Downton Abbey. Just saying. But you guys make me feel like I'm somebody. You make me feel like I'm important and that I'm doing something with my life. It may not be, you know, making a ton of money, because I don't monetize my videos, or any, not that I would make a ton of money if I did. I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm not making money off of this. This is a completely just fulfilling thing, and I don't know, you guys just make me feel really like I have some sort of purpose, even if it is just to watch TV with you guys, and you get it, and you get me, and that means so much to me. So thank you. Really, from the bottom of my heart. I know a lot of people fucking say that. If it weren't for you guys, I probably would have fucking gone off the deep end. Yeah, for sure. So anyway, it's really dark now. Can you see it? I'm not as light as I was at the... Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. I know that this is really impromptu and bizarre, but I hope you still enjoyed it. I will see you in the next reaction.